What is up, you guys? It's your host, Galdon. You're watching Galdon Gaming. Thank you so much for stopping by. The hype is real. Oh my gosh. Inferno Dragon. It is one of the most popular search terms in YouTube right now. Everybody wants to know about the Inferno Dragon ever since we got an image of it as the Mega Minion was released. Of course, now we also know that in about a week, the next image will be confirmed, as if you guys haven't already seen all of those. But anyway, the Inferno Dragon is up next, another legendary card, and I have a feeling this is going to be a complete game changer. Think about this card. Really think about it on defense. Like where that Inferno Tower is placed back there. What a great 4 elixir mobile Inferno Tower. Think about it taking down things like dragons, P.E.K.K.A, bowlers. That's one I'm really looking forward to. I cannot wait to see the Inferno Dragon taking down bowlers. I hate bowlers. Anyway, this was the end of a battle that I was in the middle of the night, switching on over, and it was just as the Mega Minion was just about to be released. So I got over there and hung out, waited for it to be released, and as soon as it was, sure enough, first things first, come on. Yes, click on that, but you gotta go look at the Inferno Dragon. So, had to take a look at the Inferno Dragon right away. There it is, released in 10 days, and we got the stats. Now, looking at the stats of this card, it is actually strikingly similar to the actual Baby Dragon. Deployment time is the same, range is 4, whereas the Baby Dragon is 3, and the hit points, it's a little bit tankier than the Baby Dragon. I like that, but I also fear that could make this card super powerful. Now, the range of an Inferno is actually a little bit longer. It is 6, whereas the Inferno Dragon is 4. So is it a dragon with an Inferno on its back or an Inferno with a dragon underneath? I guess that doesn't matter. Anyway, so it is going to be a major counter for all sorts of high hit point units, like, of course, we see T-Pain87 using the Golem here. Wouldn't you love to just drop an Inferno Dragon, have it track that Golem on in, and burn it down? Alright, so, I don't know, you guys. It is exciting. It's an exciting time in Clash Royale. I'm having a great time in the challenges. Something about these challenges, it's super addictive. It really is. I just find myself going back again and again and again, even if I'm getting frustrated. I'm actually trying troll decks, and get ready, you guys. I've got some very interesting troll deck challenges coming out, and some that I've won using very bizarre decks. It's a lot of fun just to see what you can do, and you never know who you're going to face. I've faced a lot of level 8s as a level 9 in grand challenges lately. That has surprised me. But anyway, we will get to finishing the second half of yesterday's episode. That was the first half of the challenge. Sorry, you guys, I wanted to get this Inferno Dragon episode out just a little bit sooner so that we could kind of keep the buzz, the hype going about the Inferno Dragon, as it is only about a week away, about 8 days away from right now that we will see the Inferno Dragon in the game. And the legendary cards are falling from the sky. I used to get quite a few tweets every day with people saying, I got this legendary, I got that legendary. It has gone bananas with the number of people that are getting legendary cards. Legendaries from regular chests, but also players that are grabbing the legendary chests and the epic chests. But we will talk about that in a future episode as well. Also, I have planned to unveil my troll deck, which, by the way, will be absolutely unstoppable against anybody using an Inferno Dragon. I would say the only weakness that my new troll deck has is... it has no weakness. It has no weaknesses whatsoever. Okay, well, maybe there's 1 or 2 cards that possibly could slow me down. But no, seriously, you guys, get ready for that. That is a fun episode, trolling people. The mirror is in there. I will give you that hint. I've got the mirror in there as one of the anchor cards for that deck. So right here, T-Pain87, he's got an unusual deck, coupling the Golem with the Goblin Barrel. Now, one of my favorite cards in the whole deck, the Goblin Barrel, or the Mirror, or the Knight, or the Minion Horde. Well, man, I need to make a deck out of my favorite cards. That's an episode idea. Oh, don't tell anybody I said that. Anyway, so we are going into overtime. T-Pain getting a little more hurried here. Notice he dropped the Golem, rather. I've got Inferno Dragon on the mind. He dropped the Golem out in front of the tower there, trying to protect it. He threw the Goblin Barrel on the Inferno Tower. Fireball got some value there. 43 seconds left. Time is counting down. And that's the thing about the challenges, about the tournament battles and friendlies, of course. So much longer do you have that overtime, 3 minutes versus 1 minute. I'm actually not really accustomed to the 1 minute of OT anymore. I'm so used to seeing 3 minutes. And of course, in tournaments, now I have to tell you guys, I am lobbying with Supercell to add one more tournament level, something bigger than 10,000 gems. I'm hoping for at least like a 25, a 50,000, maybe 100,000. That might be too much to ask, but I'm hoping for one more tournament spot, one bigger tournament, so you guys can come check me out on Mob Crush. Now, if you guys saw the other day, I don't know if you saw, I held a tournament that was a 1,000 player tournament, but I only let 200 people in. That is the plan. All of those 200, actually, I think it ended up to be about 198 people. All of those 198 people ended up getting cards because now they're only paying the top 20% of people in tournaments, which I gotta tell you, it's kind of a bummer. That part about tournaments has been a disappointment. I think out of the entire update, that was really the only thing, okay, besides all the leaks of all these cards early, that was kind of a bummer too. But the tournament being reduced to only paying 20% of the players makes it so much more difficult to get cards. I mean, you used to be able to finish in the top half and you would get cards in almost any except for the smallest tournament, I believe. Now you've got to be in the top 20%. I don't know if I can get to the top 20%. Maybe I will go try hard in a tournament and see where I can finish. But the answer, Galadon has the answer. The answer is to join my Mob Crush streams. I am going to put the URL on the screen for you again. If you haven't followed me by now, make sure you do, because I give away gift cards in pretty much every single stream. And at least weekly, you guys, I will be doing the Galadon Guaranteed tournaments. That means tournaments where we only let 20% of the slots in. And then I change the password, I close it, I do it off screen. Nobody else can get in, and it's just you 20%ers, the 20%ers, that's the new thing, that get in and get free cards. So that's the highlight for me of the update, is doing that for you guys. The low light being that only 20% of people get it, and the tournaments are kind of small. I really think 10,000 as the max is too small because of the number of esports organizations, streamers, YouTubers that are out there that would love to do stuff where people can really get these giant prizes. So I'm hoping that we can bring that back. Bring big tournaments back. Hashtag bring big tournaments back. All right, right here, another battle. This time, Karan with the double Prince deck. P.E.K.K.A. double Prince. This is another one that should be pretty well countered by that Inferno Dragon. You got to remember, it's an air troop, but it targets air and ground. Man, the more I think about this card, it is overpowered. This card is gonna wreck. It is absolutely going to destroy people. Only 4 elixir. It's going to be a positive trade against pretty much every heavily armored or every big troop in the game. Think about a giant, royal giant, of course the prince, P.E.K.K.A, golem, giant skeleton, even the dragon, the regular baby dragon. I'm already in love with the Inferno Dragon. I have to get myself one. Now, of course, my free-to-play account, it's experiencing the legendary curse, and that's fine. Whatever. I think it's a conspiracy of some sort. You guys let me know. I'm pretty sure that Supercell has conspired to keep the legendary card away from my free-to-play account, but we'll save that again for another episode. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for sticking around listening to me ramble on. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Please do subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, hashtag Galafam, and I'll see you all back here again tomorrow for more Full Attacks.
Galidon, with all this excitement about this Inferno Dragon, it had better spit gym boxes.